Uh, apparently, I accidentally deleted this.
Then,
Don't worry about it. Now you're gonna experience this. Do this a long time ago.
alin? Ayun. Naloko mo si ma'am.
Let's see how much I remember this time still. Hey, Apollo! What? Well, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, that trial today, I was thinking. You gave it a score. What score would you give it? Score? Oh, gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well. I'm just as bad as you. See, it's so vague. Clearly. Machi avoided the guilty verdict, which is something. So I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. The victim, Mr. Latouche. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. Don't have any idea what he was investigating.
Yeah.
Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Amirar told the whole court. Can we trust her words, though? It's another mystery,
love-
Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't.
I doubt.
Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What? Is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit.
Sobrang obvious. Hindi si Tarian. Kasi ba't na-investigahan yung tatlo?
Lemuror dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. Lemuror said she's never forgotten the voice, right? So cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Somehow I don't think that means you think it means. What do you think it means? He has to be wrong this time.
Hindi rin
Wrong?
pala naniniwala si ano.
Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. You happened to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even? You bet I did. He's one of the governor's art guitarists after all. He's so cool.
Oh, nagigitara siya.
Right. All the governors have a rock-solid alibi. Get him shot, Mr. Latouche backstage. But Lemuror heard him, didn't he? She heard Darian backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what's Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys that catch international criminals. Why can't they call them international police? Not a silly name. Yeah, anyway, do you think he was investigating Lemuror? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal, she could be. Don't be fooled by appearances, is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Polo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. Only you were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case that last something. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt.
Mr. Right Man.
Does that sound like Mr. Right to you? I just did. Trucy, is that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Yan.
Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Grammary.
Hey, the other day.
Doon siya.
We meet again.
Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent.
Uncle niya.
Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's a great grammary. Valent Grammary. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I, the great Valiant Grammary, as seen on television.
And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit?
I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake or quiller. I am quite tame. Though my starter may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls.
He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case of Polo. Aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. He's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? No, I mean, my real daddy. Trucy's real father? Don't worry about it, it's not important. Anything that happened 7 years
Trucy's
ago
father
isn't important.
Once upon a time, the Truth Grammary included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Grammary, and my partner, Zach Grammary.
This Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. He died no less than a few months ago.
Si Zach?
Yeah?
Eh, ba't hindi niya kasama?
Don't worry about it. He died during Apollo's first case. Yesterday of the first case, in fact. I have no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. You make me laugh, Apollo. What? And good for comic relief at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammary. Troop Grammary, huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar.
Oh, lost life! Lamentably listless lad! Do not know of the greatest troop of magicians known on the planet.
Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. A name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard of the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escape from a high security person. You said he's a magician?
I opened the lost to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary.
Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary.
Yes, Zach. Zach Grammary. A masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship.
Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy? No way.
I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit.
Reasons?
2, in fact. The first being, of course,
Business.
to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent.
Biging witness siya.
I'm sure you are.
Not one for modesty, are you?
When I encountered you at the Coliseum, the first time in 7 years, I could contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape.
Quite so, a recording of the concert no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of True Grammary. Will you watch it?
Makikita nila si Darian na nagpe-perform.
You can't skip this even though you already watched it. Also, be prepared, this wouldn't be the last time you get to rewatch this shit.
Ang bagal pa man din.
Maybe you should also try paying attention and listen real closely. But a fleeting melody, a raptured shell around
Sarcastic. Siya
me.
mukhang prosecutor na.
Air time. He really does belong on the stage more, doesn't he? Oh, oh, how did she do that? In my heart, burning my love away, away, like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, up together to the sky.
Paano siya napunta dyan ng lumipad, di ba? Bulag siya. Hirap nun.
Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious?
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Miss Grammary has good reasons to be here today. I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. I actually suspected him as the killer.
Siya?
Yeah.
No? Hindi.
Well, you were correct, and I am wrong.
Kasi bakit pa siya pupunta ng personal gun at
You can rewatch the video and fast forward and back. Isn't that neat? Oh, I was wondering. Stunt in the middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt. What about Labrador vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that. I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded.
Yun nga, paano nga siya malilipat nung kung bulag siya?
A simple sleight of hand. A petite prestidigitation. Sorry about prestidigitation. I use that word all the time when I played Dungeons and Dragons with journals. A modicum of magic from me to you.
That's why you were at the concert?
Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air.
In other
Ah,
words,
so
you was
galing
part
yan.
of the staff. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity, with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon these floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt by fingers. It is a potent permeable power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now,
Cruzy.
that's like totally against the rules of Polo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
Yeah.
I know, right? These people are so fucking someone's life is on the line, and they insist on following their fucking contracts and shit.
My snun, for my illusions are mine alone, my
Hindi
shield.
nila pwedeng i-share.
Also what? I call that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh, don't even ask, I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Polo. Whose side are you on?
I, Valiant Grammary, now make my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valen. You should stay a while.
I am afraid I cannot, I may not, I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and oh, I shall sink back into the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Colosseum. See you later, crocodile.
Eh,
In a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door.
normally, like a magician.
Well, there you go, Polo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Well,
Punta na sila
Grabbery,
sa concert.
got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lammerwar disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Can we talk? Not that we can if he's available.
Ayan, no? Meron.
Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect.
But they don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room.
Right, the air vent.
He lied.
Lied?
Machi the buy can see.
Machi!
Speak of the devil.
He looks like he's doing okay.
I forget. Why did we come here? Not like we can talk to him or anything.
Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
It's kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest.
You need someone to complain to, I'll listen.
I think she's actually worried for me.
What did you think of the trial today?
Me?
I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial.
Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented if he's not doing
If he's innocent, he will win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. My mic can hear that.
Sabi.
Huh?
Nagre-record ka nga pala parati, no?
Well, just this once, actually. You see, I forgot I accidentally deleted my recording of this for the Let's Play, so my Let's Play for Apollo Justice is missing one part. So I'm recording this. I meant to do this a long time ago without you, but I was way too lazy to replay through. But since we're replaying it for you, this is the perfect opportunity.
The record.
Even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect.
Siren Gaviners, the detective. Wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. No one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey,
What is it, Apollo?
Wow.
no,
Lumabas.
it's nothing. Machi's hiding something, apparently. I must be imagining it.
Imagining what, Apollo?
Just can't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right?
How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English.
No, feeling ka next-speak siya.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces.
Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But that's not all he lied about.
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I think it'll take something big to get him to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi.
So Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and Lammerwar can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Polo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense.
Still don't know whether or not it's Machi or Maki. I just went with Machi.
Yeah. Saan na pala?
Anyway, we'll be back. We don't have any proof of anything to show him yet.
Sa concert na.
Woo! What a great day. It's a perfect weather for sleuthing.
The weather matters for an investigation?
Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days?
Sure. Let's get started, shall we?
Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo.
What stuff?
Your voice training. It's the perfect place for it.
I did enough at home, thanks.
Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage.
I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer.
Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, "Objection"?
Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Yo,
Ah, Mr. Attorney.
how the hell does she make it through without even a cane? Lammeror! Sorry about today,
There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by.
Rob.
Remember, she does not know English very well. I am speaking bad English on purpose.
Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. We weren't even talking.
Oh.
I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears.
No doubt. Ears that heard the crime taking place. So she claimed yesterday, but how?
Baka nakakita rin siya.
No,
Mata na.
no. She's actually gonna get eye surgery at the end of this episode. That was quite a statement you made today in court about hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime.
I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That was when I heard his voice.
I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latus were talking about something.
The next moment I heard those gunshots.
When did you call security?
To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real, and I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was.
I met Machi before my debut as Lamiro. I was singing in a restaurant at Virginia.
He was playing the piano?
Yes, he was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
That when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see?
Ah, no, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. That I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, standing he couldn't see and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands, always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal forth to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latus.
Ah, yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover.
Someone was after him. He had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea? Maybe your past is darker than you think.
I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why?
What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my path clouded from it.
Clouded, right.
The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart.
Your heart?
I have no memory of the time I became Lamiroa. I awoke from darkness, into darkness you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days.
Was it that she said about not being able to remember the light?
I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamiroa is lost to me. But I don't think if I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Do you think your past might be related to this case?
No way, that seems really unlikely to me. You're such a sweet person, Lamiroa. I thank you. Machi too tells me this often, and I fear who I might have been.
Mind telling us about this? Your performance again. It's even better the second time.
Thank you. It reminds me, that was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician.
Well, Gramarye,
I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. The Glamoury made me swear to never tell a soul.
I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. Ah, I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something.
Yes?
When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor, over there.
Nice. Maybe you mean this?
It's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much.
What? What did you think?
This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during our concert.
I wonder whose this is.
We use it for communication. It'd be quite inconvenient should it go missing.
We'll hold on to it for you then. Give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
Yes, that's best. Thank you. So can I put it on?
Nice.
Attached?
I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Someone on staff was wearing one of those headsets.
That warrants some further inquiry.
And I believe we've done
Oh my
everything
God.
we can here.
Saan ba namatay si, kaninong dressing room?
Yep.
Kayla Mirror.
Yeah. Maybe we're not done with Lemroar just yet.
Kalimutan mo na rin.
May I ask you about this headset, Lemroar? Is that all concert staff were wearing one?
That is correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. All of the band members do, I should think.
Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too then.
They are quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they are only for use in stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system.
That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline? Why was this one lying here? Don't know anything else. We're supposed to be able to see Gavin's office.
The stage.
I think we already went to the stage, did we?
Hindi pa.
Do. On that night,
Audio.
your
Hindi pa.
That song, is that the one Lammeror was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade.
Wow, I'd love to do a show on stage like this.
I'd come to see that.
The house is full and the swan-deep audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh, that's right. I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Susie, and indeed it is.
Uncle Matt ko na stage eh, kasi diyan sila mag-uusap.
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure not is a miss to miss.
The Lammeror teleportation illusion. Ugh.
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exact examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Val can shed some light on this whole thing for us. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Front Vatican Act was your illusion, right?
Indeed, the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream. Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for so citizens. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted it. It disappeared from the top of the tower.
Ayun na. Ano yun?
But in order to move, you have had to use some sort of secret tunnel.
Kaya mo siya pinaghinalaan kasi nadala niya sa taas si Letus.
Yep.
Wala namang iba
People come to me
makakapagdala
because
nun.
I'm a professional. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place. Yeah. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of True Grammary are concerned.
So, we're here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well?
And went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me.
Troubles you? Why?
Why? Why do you ask why?
I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. You will notice this piano is actually rigged. There's a button on it. One big piano.
No,
I've
you
never
mean-
actually played one.
Yeah, you should get Mr. Right to teach you sometime.
Oh good, he can't play either.
I kinda feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be the big debut of a prodigy. Ew.
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Have to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. Looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano.
Yun.
Bruh.
What is that?
Button.
Lighter?
The switch sitting here, tempting me to push it.
Don't, you might blow up the whole Coliseum.
Rolo, please. Think that every strange switch triggers a bomb? That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times.
Alright, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does?
Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room.
A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor.
Okay. This. And for that little buddy, this is Trucy reporting in, over. I just stood in silence. No one answered.
Don't be silly.
Look at this, a receiver that doesn't receive. It's like I'm not performing forensic investigations.
You made her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos. I know what you were thinking in that head of yours. Grammary, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort. Actually, yes, you're right.
Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo.
Or everyone tells him that he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magdafi Grammary. It was he who began the great truth Grammary. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was.
I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV.
And several years ago, that time came to an end. I pulled the vanishing act, yes. Cries for the magic no longer heard. The TV screen, a barren waste stripped of illusion.
That's not true, I still went to all your shows. That one in the parking lot, down at the supermarket.
Bruh. When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. The owners kill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grammary, but for my partner.
Partner? You mean?
Yes, Zach Grammary, Lucy's father. For he disappeared 7 years ago. There was no name higher than Grammarly in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valant Grammarly. Our founder, Magnifi Grammarly, was truly a genius, a worker of benefits.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again?
Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. All the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valant and Zack were the shining stars in the Grammarly crown.
Cool, huh? And Zack Grammarly was my daddy.
Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valant Grammarly, who brings the Grammarly miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Lucy, you cannot grow up quickly enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up.
How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time?
Not sure what else we can do here.
Saan ba yung dumating? Parang ganun na.
Nope. Oh wait. Maybe we should ask Grammarly about it.
Yeah. Kaya nga ano. Wala.
Nope.
Yung headset. Yan. Bukas pa niya yan. Revolver. Baka nakita na niya.
What? Pardon
Oh,
me?
you.
I have no
Pardon
money
si
if that's what
Mami.
you want. No, I was just never mind.
He looked at the revolver. What was that? Almost as if he had seen one before. Maybe he wasn't too happy about it. Oh, right. 7 years ago. Oops. Don't worry about it. It's nothing important. Here we go. Emma's finally back. Uh-oh.
There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever.
Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the 2nd degree in court and prosecutor Gavin make me look like a fool.
You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Litsus left.
My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? That bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all.
You know, Mr. Litsus was really within our fault.
Wouldn't have found that without you. Suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward.
Are chocolate snack who's popular down at the precinct or something?
I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. Not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange?
I'll spill it out.
What did you find? It's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. Found it
that?
under the sofa. What is it? Partition device, I think. That's the clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Ooh, like on a beetle? Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Wow, remember when phones had antennas? Why would phones in the year 2027 have antennas still in this universe? I'm at my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Somehow? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me out that that little kid outsmarted me. It makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. That's not how it sounded in Lammeror's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh.
This button activates that lighter.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
A small device. Looks like a transmitter. Transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though.
A signal? You mean an electronic signal?
What is it, Polo?
Say, Emma, you know that strange
Para
object
mapatay
you said you
siguro yung
found?
earphones, yung headset.
Oh, this. Let me try pressing this switch. Ouch! It's on fire! Emma, the device is on fire!
What's the big idea?
Deal. What's the big deal?
Well, now we know what this is. An igniter. This part here must work like a lighter.
It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma more about the switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience.
What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Except you weren't the one holding it. That's enough sparks flying around here with just the two of you talking.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second.
Well,
This is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet. Transmitter, huh? Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram, the stage area. Let's see, 30 feet from Lamrock dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. Feels like it would also cover the stage.
but it seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Except it was.
Is that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case. About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics.
The guitar serenade, you mean?
I found the link, you know.
First Buster Gavin's T-shape
Ulit mo
rings
naman.
on under the air, get out, bra, brush down, that drop fire, balls at the time, can't shy on down.
I'm speaking Virginian now. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. Think the same person did all this?
That's me. I didn't do it.
Neither did I. I can fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it?
Sometimes I worry about that girl.
Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
Perhaps to look for more clues elsewhere then.
I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into it, igniters a bit more later. Good luck.
I
Save
know a bit
muna
more about
natin yan
igniters
dyan.
myself. What do you mean? It's only been 40 minutes.
Sabi ko pa kasing
Still have
gagawin.
20 more to go.
Sabi pa kasing gagawin namin.
Alright, we're done here.
Hindi niya alam mo yan.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
Sa stage kaya, balik kay ano, sa magician.
Yes, sir. Cancel, cancel.
Kapita ignite ko. Na?
I already presented this.
Yung map. Yung map. Na-records niya kaya, dapat yung recent pa yan, no, Emma? videotape. Baka mapag-aralan ni Emma.
She already said there's nothing else for us to talk to her about. I doubt we'll get anything.
Nila mirror mo i-press.
We already do that? Yep. Yeah. Right. This door. Okay, apparently we're supposed to be outside now. What? With the left and murder? Marion! That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down to shoot tax. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Marion isn't in the best of moods, is he?
How many people are these days, it seems?
It is the crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid!
So, about your alibi.
You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. Music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. Thomas Two's dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage.
Your guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamberwar's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. And I never even talked to that old windbag. How would you possibly identify me?
They won't let you work?
You won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud?
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Definitely needs depressed. You hear him whining the other day?
Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
He's just a perfectionist, is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Huh, I think the Gaviners are the best. Like brother, like brother. I have all your albums.
That's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much.
Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
Prosecutor's office?
Never been there, have I? Today on, the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Hello. Let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not just a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi from me, okay? Oh, and screw you. You tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? Don't think I did it, right? Well... Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping! Don't get led astray by some Siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Let's not talk to him anymore, alright?
Detective Darren Crescent. One stone I'd leave unturned if I had a chance.
Darien and crescendo are both music terms. Very funny.
Bob.
Right, let's go to the prosecutor's office. This does not look like a prosecutor's office. So, this is it.
Tapos nga dyan, ano yung save na natin?
Yeah. Governor's head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What's this creepy thing? I'll check, whatever. Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh, well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf we might like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting, quietly, so they didn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
You'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
What? A replica? How was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latus.
Latus?
Look, don't talk to me about those Virginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. Stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay?
Sino kaya kausap mo?
It's times like this, start to miss the area. Huh?
Aya?
Just not something. You're not mad.
Ano kaya yung dati ka na yun?
How could I be? There's not enough he in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo.
So, who have you come to see? Huh? The beer, the vocals for the Gaviners? Or Prosecutor Gavin's scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? How about yes?
Alright, so apparently Mr. Latus was after this. What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
He was chewing it when the phone rang. Put it on the plate for later consumption.
You'd think a rock star would offer a quart of fresh stick.
Don't jump to any conclusions now. There's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although we really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It's a lump of plastic.
Wait, that phone call.
Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latus? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me.
Hey, you were the one taking for a scandal, Mr. Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latus was after. This lump? Do you mind telling us what you do know about it? That's an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I'm a bit hungry myself, actually.
I was one of the staff playing a gag on.
I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. Specialist analyzed the guitar, incidentally.
Oh? Did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing?
Ano kaya?
How did that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about. I don't think there's anything else to talk about, although they are fun.
We're wasting time doing it. Ah, that reminds me, did you see the paper today?
Yes. I always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, her forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? You think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless! Thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Hey! Got a newspaper over there, too? Ah, yes, the Virginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Na-report na.
Thanks, but I can't read Virginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to the song.
Probably no one in Virginia could believe it.
Christine is just a fury at this point. The journalists didn't see the need to mention it. Makes sense, I hardly know what to think of it myself. Lemon Wall's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation now.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lemon Wall was my invited guest, so it is rather a delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly, if possible.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lammeror, if I remember correctly. That's right, it was last year. I've gone to tour Virginia's legal system. As a matter of fact,
Taingan naman na si Mami.
That's when you heard Lammeror's voice? It was at a small jazz club night. To meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think she's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did and we wrote a song right there backstage. Pachi on piano at dulcet voice, and myself on the guitar that I borrowed from Ravenraw. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. It's a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. That very guitar was over right over there. You mean, this charred lump? Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only browned, not really charred. No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? How did this guitar set and catch on fire? You think he could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burned guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting of a woman like Danny Raw. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. This guitar's from Virginia? That it is. Look at it carry on playing. Changes the air pressure and humidity and ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemon Raw Studio.
At ba ng Virginia to?
I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to the office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors still have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar. Too bad it got burned. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right. What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front. Called a sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. Broken device? Yes, this, in fact. Oh! The examiner for the evidence to the case now, however. We'll be checking this out once it's finished with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. This was found in Mr. Masus's bag. Apparently a replica of something. A small lump about an inch and a half long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than that it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps supposed to be used in the identification of whatever it's a replica. You mean, whatever Mr. Masus was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fräulein. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you can just say so. I put in a request to Interpol via my contact in Virginia. But apparently there's a block on my information somewhere along the chain. Oh? Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Virginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Masus went through all the trouble from Lamaror's manager. Just come to this country to find out more about this lump. Died for it. I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lemon War. Perhaps she knows something about it. In Virginian. Has to be one of those. What is the polo? That device that was found in your guitar? Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It's the crime scene in Lamaror's dressing room. I found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh, thanks for dropping by, her forehead. Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hid it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information.
About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latus was investigating.
Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking her forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us, not all of us them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing song lyrics. That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal to discover the truth. Why I like to keep relations simple, Jack. That is all. I can live with that.
Prosecutor,
Good line.
can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Ah, because I want women to turn the book when I walk down the street. Pretty simple too. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time perhaps.
Okay.
We'll continue later.
Hindi mo na-amoy si Mami.
No, all I can smell is your thingy.
Ano? Patay yung bits.
Yeah. I guess I forgot to throw those away. Hmm. Welcome back. This is probably the last of the lost episodes.
Plus that?
No. Well, the last day for our investigation, and we'll move on to the trial.
Okay.
Technically, still. Here we go from here. I think we're supposed to go back to the Colosseum. Yes, it is quite loud.
Oh, it's you. You came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma. Hello there, young lady. That wasn't me. I have no idea why I decided to say that.
Either of you know where Lamerwa is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah, that's strange. What's strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Of course, missing.
Fun.
Only thought it's cold. The room is still a little cold from the fact that the aircon was on for quite a long time.
Gabi?
Yeah.
Grabe naman.
Yeah, it never turned off. I'm pretty sure it stayed on for 2 whole hours and it was only supposed to last one.
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own.
Tama.
Being that she's
Siya.
blind and all.
Yeah, we'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
Then she left, and then it's up to us to find her. Anyway, she would be, if I remember,
Place deserted. I wonder where Lamerwa went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful.
I guess. I can't help but worry about her a little.
Do 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 do.
The stage is pitch dark.
Power breaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone. Yikes, it was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Amror has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? What?
Does something about the stage seem different to you? Like, something's changed?
I see it. Change?
Wala ko na-understand.
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about?
Yeah.
I'll show it to you.
Hey, that case. Was that open before?
Huh.
Guitar case.
Guess someone closed it.
Wait, look! Where the case closes.
Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Polo.
Yay! Lamar! Lamar!
Emma! We have to get Emma! Emma was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Lucy just clung to my arm and cried. Me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many.
Grabe.
Tech field. This is where Phoenix is also.
Di ba clinic lang yan? Hospital ko na.
Yeah?
Emma, how's Lammerbar? Is she okay?
Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Yes, she came to a short while ago.
We found her before it was too late. But that's good to hear.
So what happened?
Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead.
By who?
We don't know.
At least we know there's someone taller than her. That couldn't have been Machi then.
They hit her
Ay,
on the
nakakuha si
forehead,
Papi
right?
Chicken.
That's right, in front of her.
Yeah, also that too.
How could she not see? Oh. Right. Would you like to see her now?
That alright?
She wants to thank you for saving her life.
Lammerwar!
Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me? Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
No, it's Tracy.
I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? Nah, I figured it out the first time I saw that the guitar was different. Or rather, that it was there, it used to not be there.
It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone to come to see me, but they said nothing. And I went to return to my dressing room.
You were hit?
I knew that very moment. I knew the assailant was trying to kill. Ah! It was lucky for me. The first blow did not knock me out. Turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first.
By the stage.
I had overheard maintenance people talking. Power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid.
Salem couldn't see you.
Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out.
Oh, sounds like a really close call. Have any idea who it might have been?
Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word.
Bad.
Diyan ang salita.
Yeah, just they know.
Oo, naano yung pandinig niya.
Yet, when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am.
Good point. She's sharp.
You're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means, yeah, she's pretty short. I keep thinking she's really tall. For some reason. That means it was likely an adult, probably a man. Maybe 170 centimeters at best. Centimeters. Maybe him.
170?
Yeah.
Why would anyone attack you, Lammerwall?
Still above average.
The detective asked me this too, and to her I gave the same answer I gave you. I do not know.
Is it what percent anything? Ah. This? Lamroar, I want to ask you about this. Know what this is?
This is what?
The Zeus was carrying it. The replica of the thing he was after.
He was after? You know, in a secret identity. As an undercover agent. So that is what he was doing.
You mean, you know what?
Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Virginian cocoon.
Ano yun?
Or rather, a convincing replica thereof.
How haven't I heard of a Virginian cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Is it some kind of souvenir? I wonder.
Guitar. Guitar. Hindi sa isang gabi.
Now, we're wasting time doing that.
Ano?
I don't think anything else. Well, they call it Virginian. It must only be found in Virginia. For certain, all in Virginia know of these. It's a cocoon, so you get silk from it. I do not know the details, I am sorry to say. But she said all in Virginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know of about the cocoon though. Something all in Virginia know. What's that? They're illegal. The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death. Why?
Parang drugs pa lang pag nilalabas.
I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I am sure there is a good reason. This is just a piece of plastic. Just carrying a replica, looking for the real deal. My best guess. So, he was up to? Tracking down Virginian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling.
Yeah.
It seems I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world. Now that I think about it, that cocoon might be the reason she's... Never mind, it's not important. Also, it's spoilers for people watching this Let's Play. Ah, so you could have brought those Virginians cocoons, because that was quite the accident. I would imagine a bullet in your forehead would be quite a big accident. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. So the tooth was placed as an undercover agent to look into it? Virginia is small. It's a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside. That why they suspected you? But Mr. O'Tooth wasn't a Virginian, was he? I really wonder what Virginia originally was in the Japanese version of this game without all the censorship. Maybe Virginia was just America or something.
Then parang European.
Yeah. He was an Interpol agent, which means... What, Apollo? Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such commotion? Cocoon smuggling. The twos had Lamoureux marked. I believe it's time. Could it be her? Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamoureux. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Virginian. Hello? Would you come with us? If you're well enough. I see. Yes. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Where else? Come on, Tracy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi.
Babae pa si Machi?
No.
Wala ka?
Yes. Could you interpret for us, Lamoureux? Yes. Also, look at that hairdo. It's a fucking wig. I only just noticed recently.
Oo nga, no? Yung bangs.
I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. And we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I've completely fooled myself. Machi, there's another secret you're hiding from us. Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? I am, of course, talking about... What do I mean by secret? Well...
ano ko
Yes, you are correct. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Ooh,
Hey, you got a reaction. A big one.
Machi, you didn't. Lucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. More like you have talent. Lemror, please interpret.
Pretty well.
I know you know something about this by your reaction. Also be careful with hitting the mic.
Sorry.
You won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it. Wow.
He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty. Mashi? Do you know everything?
Yes, everything. Well, sorta.
Have him tell us about it. Very well.
What? What? Why do I yawn so much?
What's this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
It's a medicine, it's a drug.
A cure?
Must cure some disease.
It is a cure for incuritis.
Ano yun?
Incuritis, as in incurable. A cure for incuritis?
May term ba gano'n?
No, it's a made-up disease. Just for the joke, anytime we hear incuritis, we'll say it's a cure for COVID.
Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. I do not understand the reasons myself.
Okay, well, at least we know what it is, a cure. Mr. Zeus was after cocoon smugglers.
Wait, was Machi?
Smuggler?
Machi, you weren't. He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little.
Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician.
You said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Well, Machi, are you a smuggler?
No, but I have a accomplice. Maybe.
He won't tell me. First he plays blind, and now he plays dumb.
I wonder. You think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Machi really did bring one into the country. Is he planning on making a deal for its sale?
I cannot go home. Can't go home? I cannot go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death.
Bruh. That's right, it's punishable by death.
About the case? What about the case?
Wants to tell us about Mr. Latus's death? This is big. This meeting's over.
Siren?
Darian?
What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet. You know, it was probably by this point I really should have suspected him. But I didn't until the very end, and that was very problematic for me. It's a call for Machi from the Virginian Embassy.
So
Meeting
siya
is
ang
over.
accomplice?
Sorry.
Siya?
Just give us 5 more minutes. You can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you, either of you. Huh?
Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo.
Want us to hear what Machi had to say?
Apollo!
Only be one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. Who I'm after now. All happens tomorrow in court.
Tama ka na marinig si ano.
Right, and from here on out, the recording stops.
Because that is actually where all the lost footage goes. Ah, man, I couldn't. Maybe I'll edit it into just one video. 20 minutes.